So I refunded Iman Gadzhis $1,000 course. You might be in shock because you're thinking, oh, Iman Gadzhis is this fantastic person, like with this fantastic course, like flawless course. In this video I'll tell you about why I bought the course and maybe it's worth it for you. I don't know. So now you're probably asking, why did I buy the course in the first place? So I tried dropshipping for about 1 week, but then, one day I was just sitting there watching some videos and all of a sudden I saw Iman Gadzhis video. And I was like, who's this guy? And I started watching his videos and he said,
dropshipping is pretty much a combination of the two scenarios above. You don't have the issue of having to spend money on stock, but then you have to spend a lot on ads to find the products that work. In fact, my agency has worked with a top dropshipping brand from a Scandinavian country, and in order to find one winning product, we had to test over 20 different products that all failed. So you have to have a lot of capital to burn through. The deal type, we want something that ideally is sold once and pays us recurrently every single month so that each sale stacks up on others and each month we have a higher payout than the month before. Now, with all these set criteria, I can confidently say there's one single solution that fits the bill. Now, when you start an agency business, $100,000 a year is the norm.
I should make an SMMA, a social media marketing agency, because they say they're better and more beginner friendly. So I was like, okay, if you tell me so. And then I started to watch his videos, and his videos were the only source I had. So I was like, this seems like he's getting me to buy this. I'm getting sold. Like, I want to get into this, but I wasn't quite sold yet. So I watched some more of his videos until I eventually got hooked. And I was sure that dropshipping wasn't for me at this point, because he made it seem like this terrible thing that only advanced people could get into. So I was like, okay, I'll make an SMMA then. And then he was talking about how he could unfuck my life and give me financial freedom and location freedom. So I was like, I want that. I want to be able to travel wherever I want, whenever I want. And that was a big appeal to me. And he also said like the course would be on sale, so it would only cost 30% of the original price. So I was like, holy shit, this deal's so good. And I was sold, so I bought the course. Of course I did. And I dedicated 10 days and about 8 hours a day to do this course. So you might ask me, is this course worth $1,000? In my opinion, no. But it depends, like, if you have $1,000 just laying around, like, of course, it has some good information, like the course. And like everything in life, it depends on your situation, you know? But the thing is, there are a lot of hidden costs, like when you buy the course. Because not only will you buy a course for $1,000, like $1,000, you'll have to spend $97 a month in addition to this, in order to buy something called Go High Level. And then you also need to buy 2 domains, and that's around $20. And then $20 for 2 Google Workspace accounts. So that's a lot of money. The reason you need 2 domains is because you'll use one of them for outreach, and the one you use for outreach might get, or like cold emailing, might get blacklisted by Google. And then if that means that Google, or like your internet service providers, might tag it as spam, like the ones controlling the internet, and that means they'll block all the traffic like going to that domain. So if you have your website connected to the domain you do outreach with, and it gets like blacklisted, people won't be able to go to your website. So therefore you need 2 domains. So the total cost per month is closer to $224. $97 per month for Go High Level, $40 per month for the domains and the emails. And if you want to use software to warm up your emails in order to avoid getting like blacklisted as fast, it would be even more, $83 per month, because the course costs $997 and that divided by 12 is 83. I think that Iman Gadzhi is hiding off this cost because it's not required per se, like to buy all this software. But if you want to be taken like seriously by businesses, you'll have to buy all of these things. And yeah, it's a smart move on his part, because if you can afford a course for £1,000, you can probably afford like the other costs as they come. My issue with this, however, is that most people end up finding out about like the extra expenses after it's been 14 days, so they can't refund it. And luckily for me, I went through the course very fast, so I went to every coaching call and community call I could, and I was asking questions all the time and about every expense and everything. But it still took me 10 days to figure it out and like make a decision. I mean, I don't like SMMAs, but yeah. So I don't agree with the way Iman frames it, like the price. $1,000 course. Like, yes, but you also have to buy all the assets on the side. There's also another problem with this. Like, some people might think it's only $1,000 and like take up a loan from their friends, and then they find out they need to spend more money in order to earn money, and they'll have to go back to their friend and ask, can you please give me some more money? Just out of nowhere, and that friend might say, no, where's my money? And then they might be in like trouble. So was the information in the course useful? Well, yes, it met my expectations for the price, but if it blew my mind, no. If it was bad, no. So it was completely average for that price, I believe. And the course also has one-on-one coaching, which got me very excited. And yeah, I went to this call expecting to be able to ask questions and get answers, but instead my coach came 4 minutes late and started talking like he had zero time. So you might say, well, he was only 4 minutes late, like what's gonna happen? Well, the call lasted for 20 minutes, so it was like 25% of the time was gone already. Yeah, he just hyped me up and just talked a bit. Yeah, he was doing like a slideshow or whatever. So in the end, I had 2 minutes to ask my questions, but I had prepared a whole page to ask questions, but I didn't get to ask any of them almost. So maybe it was a misunderstanding, but like in the course they don't tell you what the coaching is about. So for me it was more like, I can ask this guy questions and get answers. And then I tried to message him afterwards like the questions. It took him 1 day to answer. So I was like, why? There was only one-on-one coaching call per month, so you get 12 in total per year. There were also group coaching calls, and they lasted for about 1 hour. And we would just sit there and watch some motivational videos, I guess. And like, we got 10 minutes in the end to ask questions, but there were like 40 people there, so it's like, how am I gonna get time to ask my questions if there's so many other people there? Yeah, there were also some Q&A calls as well, like in the community. No, in the course. And they were useful. There were also some calls of them just explaining concepts, and you could just ask, like a lecture, you could say. They were useful because people just sat there and asked questions I never thought of asking. So yeah, and the hosts would answer them. The videos of the Agency Navigator course were decent, but like, sometimes they would glitch and the audio would cut. There was also one video where he forgot to turn on his main camera, and he only had the side camera on, so you had to look at him from this angle, and it was a bit weird. I expected more for $1,000, and he could have just reshot the video. I think it lasted for 30 minutes, so it was like, not that big of a deal to reshot it neither. Like, the information from the course was good, don't get me wrong, but like, there was something called plug and plays, and for each video. Not all of them would be organized accordingly, like they would be under the wrong video, so you would just have to download all of them and like look at them like afterwards. The plug and plays were basically like small documents summarizing the videos and going into more detail than the video, like on how to run Facebook ads, for example. But the thing is, some of these plug and plays would be outdated. Like the ones for running Facebook ads, it was outdated. The GUI/layout of Facebook Ad Manager is different now, and I had to Google the information instead because I couldn't find it there. The content of the course, like, it's available on the internet, of course, like for free. And I think you could have got it for like double the time from Iman's channel, may I say, like if you just do some research. So I don't think the course is like worth the money in that way, but the community is very good. Why did I refund it? Well, social media marketing agencies are not for me. Like, I don't like marketing, and yeah, I've just said a bunch of negative things about the course. And like, I might have over-exaggerated a bit, but yeah, it's a video. There were some positives as well. The community is very good, like unlike anything I've seen. Like, they help you so much, like everybody, like they're very helpful and understanding. There are also some search functions to find people close to you doing the course. It's not worth $1,000 like this course. For my current situation, like I don't have a lot of money to spend. I'd rather spend it on the business and not a course. But if you want to make an SMMA, the information in this course is very good on the mindset and everything. Like, it's got everything you need. The course, yeah, it could definitely be for some people, like if you have money, as I said. But if you're not sure whether you want to make a SMMA or not, then you should like try cold calling or like try to experiment a bit on your own using free resources. And then, if you're sure, buy the course. Don't buy it right away. There's no need to hurry. It will always be there. If your sole purpose is to make money, this course is definitely for you. You can definitely do it. I saw a 15-year-old making $1,000 per month. And he was like working full time with school and doing this on the side, so it's definitely doable. But the video's done now, so remember to like and subscribe and bye.